Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing? Now, the game's been out for like a month, but it's new to me. I have yet to play it. So we're checking out the other side tonight. And I'm gonna try not to cry or puke. So let's go. I vote for crying. That's not very nice. It's not very nice at all. I'm excited to try it out. We'll see how it goes. I know Coach has been liking it a lot. Starry, thank you for the 21 months. Yalia, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome in, friends. Roxy, hello. Gonna try not to fall asleep. Oh, friend, I appreciate you. You vote for both? Okay. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can muster up for you. Jocelyn, thank you for the 1 year. One whole flipping year. Appreciate you. Everyone needs that every now and then. I don't know if it's this kind of a situation we want that. Tariel, thank you for the 5 months. And Alley Cat, thank you for the biddies. Hello. All right. Good enough, as they say. I vote for whichever wins. Wait, I don't think it's a winning. Well, no, I guess it would be losing both. I don't think you win either of those. Freaking bats. Love freaking bats. My glasses feel filthy. There we go. That's better. Good evening. Hi. I was going to listen. I knew that Pools had an update, and I never actually played the first however many episodes that they had. I was going to do that tonight, and I thought, I might save it for another time. I think the whole reason I never did Pools in the first place is because I didn't think it would be my kind of thing. You know what I mean? Panda, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Had a feeling you'd switch. I complain all the time about high school being a walking simulator, and no offense to Pools. I know the whole point is supposed to be eerie and a little bit creepy or whatever, but that's what you do. You walk, right? So it's like, I don't know. So we'll see. Maybe next month, because it's literally tomorrow. Pet your favorite. Oh, I appreciate the pets. Can a Banshee switch targets if you're both in the map? No. Nope. Whoever the Banshee picks as the target is the target. And they are the target until they are. So it is going to be May. When the target player is not in the house, the Banshee is not necessarily picking one person to target. It is acting like a normal ghost. So if the target player is outside, this is your license plate? Oh, dude, I had to get this. Vine, rip, freaking bats. Yeah. The first game is called Pool. The second is Pools. The trilogy will be completed with Pools 3, where Sigourney lands on a prison colony. Oh my God. Listen, I would watch that kill. I don't care what you say. Watch her walk around doing that stuff. Cedar, thank you for the subs. Love bats. Still ranking. I know. She is. A lot of the creators that dealt with the cards right. They are. Yeah. Bay, thank you for the 4 months. Cedar, thank you again. Sinister, thank you for the biddies, dude. My God. It's good to see you all. I'm excited to check this out. I have no, all I know is from watching friends play. So I know that it's very in depth. We're playing the other side tonight for those that don't know. Very in depth. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Thank you. How'd the lunch stream go? Oh, yesterday it was good. It was good. Good times. Good times, good oldies. It was good. First stream in a while. Haley, welcome back. Solo? Yeah, why not? Yeah. Listen, if Coach is awake and she's around, she knows she's welcome to join because she'll know what she's doing. Yeah. Liz, hello. Oh, that's right. Well, wait. Oh, today was her last stream. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's not back until next Tuesday, I think. Yeah, the 4th is her anniversary. Mm-hmm. Horror game solo is terrifying sometimes. Yep. Sure will be. Are we playing a new game? A new game to me. It's only been out for a month, but there's a new ghost hunting game called The Other Side. I was about to message her, dude. Then I remembered. Yeah, I totally forgot. I was in her stream yesterday as she was talking about it. Technically, she's logged into Schedule 1 at the moment. Oh, oh, understood. Okay. Do we have more details on what you're doing for St. Jude? Kind of, sort of, somewhat. Yeah. Yeah. As of now, if you do !St. Jude, it's the campaign is active, but our first stream is going to be on Friday. So technically it is. Bama, thank you for the 9 months. It's a Twitch baby. What's it going to be? Doc, thank you for the biddy. Yeah, so if you click on the first link within that that command there. Oh God, it's on light mode. What happened to this? Oh God. Oh God, that's better. I've added some milestones. We have some milestones listed. I know, so bright. But I've added some stuff. We have merch giveaways, gross soda wheel spins, Dixper Chaos is making a return, Repo crowd control, which I've never done. What else is in here? St. Jude onesie stream. Chat chooses cosplay. 12-hour stream. Yeah. We have a bunch of stuff. Tagged you in this game in February. I'm so excited to see you play. I know. I should have played it sooner, Possum. I really should have. But here we are. Golden Eye. Welcome in. Love the Fazvids. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. I set it to dark mode. Oh, same here. Absolutely set it to dark mode every time. Kill, have you played this game yet? Out of curiosity there, friendo. You think Faz will ever add where you can exercise the ghost? No. I don't think that's ever going to happen. No shot. Have I played Demonologist? Sure have. Sure have. Notice me? Well, when you come in with a message that's a little bit more appropriate, then I'll notice you. I appreciate you saving my dog, though. Saw on TikTok, immediately went, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to play it. Hey, Poison, thank you. Appreciate you. Halogen, hello. Hello, hello. Dr. Elliot, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for playing the game. Are you one of the devs? Always saving Josie. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. You are. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to checking this out. It's been on the list for a bit, and Wednesdays are super nice day where I can play, where I just go out of the way to play something different. And one of my friends, one of my lovely friends, Coach Chesney, has been loving it. So yeah. Notice me. Kill. How dare you? Hey, Cozy, how are you? Oh, man. Cedar, thank you for the biddies. Monarch Light, thank you for the 13 months. Juju. Oh, hey, how are you? Just say, oh, thank you, Juju. What up, Tay? Thank you for the 3 months. Hello. Goat, welcome in. How we doing? I picked Josie and one other. Oh, there you go. That's fair. You're saying it's Wednesday made me realize that it's not, in fact, Friday. Yeah, it's not. If somebody told you it's Friday. Although I feel like this week has kind of been on the move. I'm not that upset about it. It feels like yesterday was Sunday or Monday. Yeah, Colin. Because this week sucks. I mean, there's nothing crazy about this week, that's for sure. You didn't even notice my reply. I couldn't scroll back in time to see it, Kill. It went bye-bye. So I'm using a new type of, a new chat thing that's like a multi-chat so that way I can have everything in one. The issue with this one, though, is I can't scroll back. So I need to figure out something to do about that. Starting off the St. Jude donations today. Thanks for... Jamie, no, you did not. I don't even have anything added for that yet. Excuse you. You did no such thing. How dare. I mean, well, no, do it, please. You know what I mean? Yeah, Kill, there's a bet. It's like, it's really responsive. Really responsive. The guy that made it was in chat on Monday, and I told him I would let him know if I noticed anything weird. I was like, dude, I was able to make 2 windows separate, one activity, one chat. They both are great. They're super, super responsive. So it's been great. Underworld. Thank you for the 3 months. Coach. Hi, Coach. Coach, I'm playing the other side tonight. I hope you and the mister have the best time away, friend. I hope you do. What are we playing tonight? We're playing the other side tonight. Let me open up Tiltify, though, so I can see stuff and things, because people are doing stuff and things. Our St. Jude month is May. It starts, technically, we are promoting it like crazy at the beginning of May. But it is active right now. What do you mean no donations? I literally see one there. Thank you for the dono, friend. I appreciate you so much. I don't know why it's not showing up. Oh, there it is. There's Jamie. There you go. Yeah, whenever with the Discord donor rolls, I'll make sure to do my best to, after each stream, try to catch up with those if I can. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm still trying to decide about like individual incentives. Trying to decide if I want to add stuff to that. I think last time I did Bean Boozled, and we did Dixper at one point, but we're not using that regularly anymore. Yeah. Hey, Orky. Can't wait to see it. Well, we're about to open it up right now, friend. I have yet to open it. It'll right back to you. Hey, Keon. Random, don't ever put yourself out, friend. No, no, no. By being in the stream like you are right now, that's helping. You're helping push the stream to others. By sharing it to others, it's helping push, which can then help push the word of the charity, which then people can donate to. It's helpful. Every single way it's helpful. Come on, Frog. Are you still planning spicy beans? I think so. I just don't know what for. Yeah, I haven't decided what for. Because what I might do is I might save them to be like a punishment on a stream where like I have to do something in Faz, and if I don't, then that's the punishment kind of thing. So we'll see. I'm not sure yet. Carrie, thank you for the subs. Love the blurps. Blurp is so funny. I love Blurp. It's great. All right. Other side time. All right. I don't know how many of you guys have actually played this game yet. It has been out for like a little over a month, I think. I believe. I do declare. Mr. Killiam. You've seen Coach play a little. Yeah, I've watched Coach play too. Mr. Kill, the reason I was asking if you've played it yet was if at some point tonight you wanted to play and then we could experience multiplayer. I wouldn't mind. If you're, I don't want to put you on the spot. Thank you, Thunderbolt. Well, there you go. There's more fun for Blurp. Bring back the sodas. Can you see them behind the chat? Hold on. Can I hide the chat for a second? Hold on. Where the heck? Oh God, I need to clean this up. My goodness gracious. I have so much stuff inside of this scene. They are there. All of these. All of them. They are all those sodas. There's no good soda here. This is all bad. Thank you. Ranch dressing soda. Yep. Every single one of those is awful. They are all bad. Ranch is a new level of awful. Stab, thank you for the biddies. Just remember, Flash, listen, it's for the kids. No, we are not. Sophie, thank you for the 4 months. If it doesn't go too late, I mean, if you would like to join sooner rather than later, Mr. Killiam, I'd be cool with that. And then I can always go solo. That's a crime. Oh my God. All right, I'm getting it started. We're going. We're on the move. Don't blame Flash. How dare you? I didn't do anything. Jesus. We're fine. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. All right, we're good. Love the chaos with blurps. Blurps, it's a beast. It is. It's a thing. All right. You guys are going to need to keep me posted about volumes. Okay. Sophie, thank you for the 4 months. Havoc, thank you for the 1 month. Thanks. Appreciate it. Not those volumes, the game. You know what I mean? Sounds good to me. All right. Ooh. That was snazzy. Is it interactive? Oh, it is. Look. Game looks cool. It does look pretty damn cool. All right. Temperature, Celsius. Easy door. Epilepsy safe. Should I enable this? I mean, like, I want to experience it without it, but I kind of feel like it's a safety feature that I should turn on. You like the music? It's pretty rad. I would just in case. I kind of feel like I should. Yeah, we can do that. Performance, nameplates, interaction, audio. Microphone. No. How do I change you? You can modify your audio input device by changing the default device in your... This isn't the default device in my... Hold on. Sound settings. Yeah, that's not the default device. Shron! Hi, Shron. It says your VR headset is your default mic. For that application? Maybe. Let me check. Is the music too loud? Is everything okay? You guys tell me. Withering Witch! Thank you for the biddies, friend. Shron, how are you? Good to see you. Sounds good so far? Okay. I turned down the music just a little bit. All right, let me go to... Good, how are you? I'm good. Music's going hard, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I need to like do more sound settings. Quick, help! Somebody help! Because this tells you can modify the audio input device by changing the default device in your OS. The default device for my computer is not Arctis Nova Pro Wireless. Go to volume mixer in your sound settings and you can select the application. Okay. Let's do the thing. Up, 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 up. Go to volume mixer. Let's see. Other side. There it is. Input device. We need main. Okay. So I selected main. Maybe I need to restart now. Because it did say something about to take effect, the game might need to be restarted. Well, let's see. Apply. No. All right. Let's restart the game. Leave. It's really quiet now. There we go. We're just trying to make sure that the microphone's set correctly because I'm going to need to be able to talk in game. Yummy! Thank you for the 4 months. Blah. Hey, Slasher, Tasher. What's up, Tash? All right, settings. Audio. Nope. That did not work. Maybe it'll just work anyway. Yeah, because it doesn't let you select it here. It's like default whatever. So for the other side, I have selected my input device as the correct device. I'm doing well, friend. How are you? Maybe we just try it and see how it goes. Maybe it'll just work, you know? FPS limit, of course. No point in having more frames than we need. You'd have to go to the sound settings and control panel to change it. Up. If it absolutely requires it, I see what you're saying. Up. Hey, Killer Jellyfish, hello. The old school sound settings where you can select default communication device. Yeah. We'll go there. Manage audio device. Okay. And then it's picked up for you now. Awesome. So what did you go to within there? Did you go to recording? It is set as the default. Recording? Yeah, my main stereo. Oh, set as default communication device. I think that's the way. Hey, what's up, Benny? Okay. All right, one more time. BRB, gonna work out. Enjoy the workout, friend. We're gonna get there. I want to do this now because I do not want to be in the middle of the game starting to play and then all of a sudden we have to back out 15 times because I can't figure things out because I'm a dum-dum. So we do it now. Hopefully this time it worked. Should have. Whoa. I'll keep my sound panel open. Makes sense. Yeah. It is filled with intense auditory and visual stimuli. Prepare yourself. GG's. Good call, friends. Good call. So if you need to fix this for yourself, by going to the control panel, you go to the control panel and then you set your device that way. Hey, Deer Slayer, how are you? Awesome sauce. Lovely. All right. Graphics. That's good. That looks fine. We're just going to leave everything as is and I'll change it if I need to, I think. So game on. Enter HQ. I don't know if that's going to take us. I assume it's going to take us to some sort of like a lobby to where we can mess around with things. I assume. So let's go check it out. So we are checking out the other side today. This game is a new ghost investigation game. I am looking forward to it. Let's go see what we have.
Welcome to the other side. We're ecstatic to have you join our community of ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. As you familiarize yourself with your new headquarters, here's an overview of the key areas awaiting your exploration.
Make sure that started too. Come on. There we go. That's good to go. Okay. We'll leave it as is. We'll leave it like that for tonight. All right.
Located on the desk is a laptop that can be used to perform the following operations. Team up with other hunters by finding or creating a session. Assign a custom contract. Buying and managing your personal equipment.
Ooh, okay.
You can access your personal HQ tablet with the tab key. This allows access to the following. Unlocking and purchasing furniture to customize your base. Unlocking, purchasing, and traveling to other headquarters. Customize and outfit your mobile base. View your team members and their details.
You can customize your base, so that's pretty cool.
The equipment crate consists of all of your personal inventory as well as access to the contract contributions. All items in the contribution section of the crate will be loaded into the vehicle and available in the contract. You can visit the wardrobe to unlock new accessories and customize your appearance.
Better be a black hat.
Introducing the new Cleanse contract game mode for ghost hunting. We highly recommend completing the training level to familiarize yourself with this new gameplay. Access the training level on the laptop by selecting the TOS training icon, then choose Cleanse mode. The headquarters is
There's
yours
going to be a lot to
explore
take in
and
at
make your
first.
own. When you're ready to start your journey, ensure your equipment is contributed and select a contract from the board or laptop. Then, hop into your mobile base to travel to your destination. We can't wait for you to start your journey and experience the thrill of exploring the other side. Happy hunting from the Other Side Ghost Hunting team.
Ooh. Oh, it's the radio. I was like, why is there's it's the freaking actual radio over here. Oh, is it too dark? Are we good? Graphics. Scene capture, resolution. Is there no brightness setting? I was born in the dark, molded by it. I guess it just is what it is. Because here's your controls. Okay. You can hit the horn on the car. Sweet. Could not find a brightness setting. It doesn't look like there is. Oh, it doesn't look like there is one. Yeah, maybe they'll add one later. But as of right now, it looks like you have what you have. And I don't mess with NVIDIA like setting. I don't do any of that stuff. Not a fan of light mode. Just a little brighter so you guys can see. Because I could always do this. So that's my OBS filter. Look how bright it is for you guys when I turn my OBS filter on. See that? But for me, it's this. So, my eyes. So we have some jams. Don't kill me, by the way. I had to put this on my D drive for today, and hopefully it'll run fine because I need to clear out my C drive. It's just, I have so much crap. Tika! Hi, friendo. We're just jamming, Tika. What are you doing, dude? Oh, we can check out our wardrobe. Oh, crap. It's already me. I need that filter. Imagine that. I know. I have a lot of recordings on there. I just have to clear out. Some Faz and some Repo. How was Repo? How was Faz? Did it go well? Oh, my. Oh, my game's like locked in. Okay, there we go. There we go. Platform. Sign back in. Nailed it. There we go. There we go. Knees busted. Hey, talking about my knees? What are you talking about? Phoenix? Tika, it's your birthday? Oh, excuse you. I didn't know it was your birthday. Oh my goodness. It was good till you blew yourself up. That's okay. I don't think you're playing Repo until you do. Then you got eaten by the eye thing. Yeah, but the funny part about the eye thing is that when you're hit by the eye thing, people that are watching you get hit by the eye thing get to hear the funny voice. Yeah. And I'm in the lobby, friend. I don't know. Is the game good? I can't relay that information to you. I don't know. Captain Fruit Loop, thank you for the 5 months. Tika, thank you so much. I hope that your Borf day was the best, friend. Oh, the clown. Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah. The one that like drop kicks you. Yeah, he's mean. We don't like him. Hey, Sam. He's not supposed to show those for free. Wait, what? All right. Well, we are by the way, for those that are coming in, we're checking out the other side for the first time. So we're now at character customization, and we're going to see what it allows us to do. This is my real name. Just side note, in case you never knew that. I guess that makes sense. Scalp, hair. I guess we need to be bald. It only makes sense. Hope you enjoy it, Coach. I hope you have a great freaking anniversary, friend. We're not gonna do custom. We're just gonna leave it as is. Maybe a little bit darker, like a skosh. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, that looks good. Skin tone, scalp, facial hair. Yes, please. Bald is an option. I probably should just for the memes. Your name is Flash and Flash only. Sorry, dude. Damn. It'll be perfect if you can add glasses and stuff. I know. We'll see. Oh, there I am. Probably the closest I got, yeah? Hey, what up, Cab? How are you? This model has ears and legs. Yeah? I mean, it's not too bad. Eye color is pretty close. I have blue eyes. Your phone is drunk? Tell it to stop. Pretty sure it says Flash on your birth. Oh, my birth certificate? Oh, maybe. Did you ever buy yourself a hat? I think I did, but I don't think I bought the hat. Like, I didn't buy a hat that I wanted. Oh, no. We haven't unlocked a hat yet. Oh, I'm sad. None. Coming soon. Face wear. That's okay. What about tops? What about tabs? How much is the game? 20 bucks, I think. Cornelius, thank you for the 4 months. So I can just make a black shirt, right? Oh, there I am. Oh, $13.99. Oh, never mind. I'm a liar. Why did I think it was 20? Thank you, Elliot. Definitely middle shirt. Oh, is that me? Oh, that's not really me. That's not really me. Oh, zip up hoodie. That's not bad. Cardigan, blazer. We can get all fancy up in this piece. Like literally, this would be me on a normal day. Just this guy. This guy. And you can pick the fabric. Oh, there were nipples. I saw them. Can't take it back now. It's too late. No, it's the type fabric. It's just that's what this is. It's a fabric shirt, not the nip nops. All right, that's fine. We don't want to spend forever in this. Bottom. I don't wear denim jeans, but we can make them black. Right? Right? Oh, I hate it here. Well, guess I'm going cargo shorts. I can't change those either. Oh, it doesn't have the little color thing. Gosh darn it. No pants. Could go bottomless. I don't wear blue jeans. It's not a phase, Mom. Hope you love the game as much as the rest of us. I hope so. I hope so. It only feels appropriate to wear pants. I mean, I need black pants, though. Hey, Zira, how are you? Go barefoot. Let's go some flip-flops. Sneakers. Boots. Can I change the color? Nope. Going sneakers, then. Please go barefoot. You want to go up and go toesies out? You're going to be in the other side main? I believe it. You've been playing it a lot. Oh, Harrison, what up? F them shoes? That's right, F them shoes. This is the F them shoes outfit. let them breathe. right, that'll work. Oh, there's priests. Oh, you can make your. Oh, that's cool. Ah, so you can make different outfits and save them. Preset. Starter. Look at that. That's cool. I like that a lot. Flip-flops? Nope. Nope. Bare bones. Bare bones. Do you really want to walk around barefoot? We're going to walk around barefoot. Here, I'll make another outfit for you. What the? What in the hell? Choose the bald for 2 seconds. Will it save as a different preset? You think? Character, model, skin tone, scalp, undercut, bald. There I am. Give him glasses. I don't think I can yet. I haven't unlocked that ability yet. A raw dog in it. Yep. Wait, hold on. Go back. Facial hair. Wait a minute. Skin tone. Oh, I was hoping it was gonna let you customize. Scalp. Okay, facial hair. What do we have? What's this guy look like? Does he look like a chin strap kind of guy? I like it. Looks like your brother? What the hell? Oh, we can make a goo guy. What a beautiful man. I know, look at him. You played the demo and really enjoyed it. Green for goo. We can make a goo. Yeah, let's go like this. Skin tone. Oh, whoa, oh my word. Oh my word. Yep, there we go. Eye color. There it is. Okay. Saturation. Let's see, go down here. Do one of these. Bam. Okay. It's Powder. Oh, I love that movie. That was such a good movie. Got it. Got it. Looks good. Return. Clothing. Bottom. Let's see. You look like a cargo shorts kind of guy. Yeah. Yeah, you're a cargo kind of guy. And then for your footwear, I don't know. He kind of looks like he'd be the ball. You know what? Flippy flops might be the way here. Maybe some boots. Definitely looks like a flip flopper. That's for sure. Someone trying to sell stuff at the party. Yeah, they're trying to do something. The boots are excellent. Oh, you like the boots better? Did you miss gameplay? Nope, I've been making this guy. Bothers you with no socks? Well, listen, then I'm going boots. Boots and cargo. Roger that. Noted. There he is. Return. Preset. Overwrite. What's the name of this guy? We got to give him a name. What's his name going to be? Why are the toenails pink? Don't you worry about it. Patrick. Steven. Goober. Theo. Bob. These are great names. Mr. Goo. Do you like Mr. Goo? Dr. Goo. Oh, wow. Very. I didn't know he had a degree. Sorry, I was unaware. Jeremy. Frank. Brad. Goobert. Do you like Goobert? He kind of looks like a Goobert. Steve. You second Goobert? We're going Goobert. All right. Now, hold on. Let's see what happens. Hey, let's go. It works. Okay, sweet. That's awesome. Look at that. Sorry, Kill. All right, we're good. All right. He's looking good. Dude's solid. All right. That's wardrobe, contract, personal equipment. Oh, my. Oh, it's lagging a little bit for me. Uh-oh. I gotta be careful, SpongeBob. Hopefully it doesn't do that in the game. There's gonna be a lot of stuff, guys. We're gonna be experiencing a lot of stuff for the first time. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a mask. Oh. Oh. What I might do for today is turn it down a little bit. Graphics. I mean, I could bring the resolution down, I guess. Yeah, that's set in stone. 1920, 1080. Apply. Let's see. Let's just see what happens. Heavenly, thank you for the 2 months. Maybe it's something I won't feel in the game, but are you seeing it here? Because I'm seeing it here. Twisted, thank you for the follow. Still jumpy. Yeah, it's jumpy for me. And everything looks okay on my end. Hey, what up, Twisted? Yeah, if it's like that, then I'm going to keep this the way that it was. Definitely a little bit jumpy. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Stone lobby. Yeah. Seems fine on your end. Does it really? Well, maybe we'll just jump in and we see what happens. Yeah? Ghastly Jim. All right. So. Seems good so far. Okay. The head bob camera. Oh, can I turn that off? Temperature, easy, epilepsy, okay. Controls, that's not going to be in there. I don't think you can. Looks fine. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But like even in here, I'm noticing it. Okay. Let's just see what happens. We'll go. All right, what do we have? We have equipment store, inventory, contracts, multiplayer, TOS training, official Discord, and event progress. Ooh. It started again with there. Okay. Again, I'm not seeing anything on my end, which is like, I'm sorry. In my task manager, everything looks perfectly fine, which is why I'm saying I'm really curious what's going on, because I'm noticing it too. I kind of want to just dive in. You know what I mean? Looks fine. We'll see when we get in the game. We will see. Mr. Kill, do you want to jump into the first game with me? I know I'd rather get you in the games early rather than later. Red team, go. Good luck. Thank you, coach. Can do. All right. Create. Session visibility. Private. New player friendly. Yep. Because that's me and Kill. Tutorial? We're just going for it, man. Nope. We're just going for it. Kill, see if you're able to just join me. They buy some equipment. Yeah, we could definitely do that. We did this with I forget what game it was. We just kind of jumped in. And then after we jumped in once, we're like, okay, now let's actually learn how to play, because we have no idea what we're doing. Look at all that stuff, huh? Who needs tutorials? Me. Loner evidence. Oh, interesting. Are you done with the new ghost hunting game already? Am I done? Wait, what? 6-month limited warranty from the manufacturer's defects. Is a complete kit designed to help hunters identify the forms of evidence that a ghost may leave behind during a contract, packed with all essential tools. Ooh, okay. So this way we don't have to spend any monies and get our stuff in there, and then we can purchase stuff if we feel the need. Maybe we just go with the loaner stuff and go from there. And then we buy stuff as we need, because God forbid, we know we're probably going to get got. Yep, that was it. It's free, why not? Yeah. Can't join from Steam. Okay. Can I just invite you? Oh God. Where's Mr. Killiam? There he is. Nope, nope. Invite to game. Let's see if that works. Hey, what up, Scooby? There's an option, but it does nothing. Okay. Noted. Gypsy Girl, thank you so much. Thank you for the membership, dude. Potato, thank you for the 2 months. If it is laggy today, I promise I will put it on my other drive and do it there. Because, or like, I'll free up space because my main drive I let fill up with recordings and all kinds of crap. Yeah. So we'll fix it. I promise. Boom, boom, boom. We'll see if Kill can join this one. Scooby, thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back. If he can't, then maybe I'll give him the code and have him join that way. Because I tried inviting him the other way and it wasn't letting him. Oh. Bop, 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 bop. Mr. Kill, I'm going to send you a DM, friend. The DM has the session ID on it. Anything upstairs? Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's what I want. I don't know. I can't see. I don't know. Mr. Biggs. Thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate you. Ah, it's our stuff. Yeah, see it? You notice how it's happening when I'm going over this stuff?
Hello?
Oh, good gravy. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Can you hear me
That's
right
what you
now?
sound like in real life.
Can you hear me right now?
Technically, yes, because I've got the stream on
Son of a
really
bitch.
quiet, but not in game.
Okay, perfect. I was like, dang it. Okay. Your character looks wonderful.
Thank you. I modeled him after pretty much the default.
Why are your eyes
character in the game.
bloodshot? Want to talk about what you were just doing?
It's 2:30 in the morning, dude.
To see, this is what Kill looks like in IRL because he sleeps 1 hour a night. Now you just have to dye your hair blue, and then you're good to go.
I used to.
Did you? Okay.
Then I ran out of hair.
Didn't run out of the dye, ran out of the hair. All right. Well, I mean, listen, we don't know what we're doing. I kind of think we just go for it. Can't get much better than that.
Yeah. I don't know how to start a game.
I was
Can we
moving.
get
I was
out?
yeah.
Get
I
out
was
this
about to
door?
move furniture on accident. Hold on. Can I adjust your volume? Oh, it's max. Okay. Can hardly hear him. It might be better when we get into the lobby, like of the game. You know what I mean? All right. Contracts. So we have Ravenwood. I don't know if there's more. I guess you just have. Oh wait. Okay, Ravenwood. There's another contract type called Identify. Immerse yourself in the heart of paranormal investigation as you hunt for elusive ghost evidence. Utilize your okay. Because you have location, Ravenwood. Identify. I guess it's telling you what to do. I guess this is the one contract you have.
Well, I'm in the car ready and waiting.
Click it. Oh, you're already in the car? Ah, I see. Okay. So you choose the map, you choose the type and all that jazz. So we have Ravenwood, Cedar Street, Stone Manor, and Summerhill Psychiatric. I mean, I guess we just start on Ravenwood because it's the first map. But it's me. There's contract type, either cleanse or identify. Do you want to identify? It's what it was set as, like, right off the bat. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll go with all the stuff that it said to do. It's fine. Do I identify first? I think so. Hey! You're lucky I don't have a flashlight. I can't see you. Oh!
Oh. No contributed equipment.
Oh, uh-oh. Wait. Uh-oh. Did I need to take the stuff out of the thing and put it in the thing? Well, I guess we'll go take a look at the house real fast and maybe go back and get our equipment, yeah? Look, I don't know.
Why? Let's just do this.
We got this?
Who
All right,
needs
let's go
equipment?
identify. We don't need equipment. I thought we were just
We
going to
can get in
smash
ahead
into
of
the
all
mailbox.
the chat trolls that are going to be, it's a ghost.
Oh. Who gets like a happy birthday lit up sign and just makes it a permanent part of their fixture? Press H to honk the horn. It's too late for that. Still a little bit laggy. You see this? When I'm doing this, it's laggy a little bit. Well. It is dark AF in there.
Did you bring the keys?
Well, nope, but I broke in. Hold on. Controls, mouse sensitivity. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Oh, what the hell?
I brought a mobile phone.
Oh, so did I. How'd you turn on your
Oh, we
light?
got the same phone.
Oh my god, we shop at the same store.
This is embarrassing.
Oh my god. This is all we need. Ghosts don't stand a chance. We have cell phones.
Oh, the lights do work.
Yeah. Yeah, you were
Oh my
flipping.
God, is it your birthday? Why didn't you say?
Oh, I forgot. I didn't want to brag.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks. It's not my birthday. Oh, look, the bunny. With eyes wide
Made it all the way
open.
here from
What?
Tanglewood.
Yeah. It's not my birthday. Relax yourselves. All right, what do we got? What's behind the door? Flip. What the hell? There we go. Hello? How do you switch to the camera? Yeah, we brought nothing. We didn't bring anything. We're just here. R, okay. Hey, Kel.
They've got like 8 copies of that Eyes Wide Open book.
You never
They
know.
must love it. I'm
Middle
just going
mouse?
to jump on Amazon and buy a copy.
Oh, wait. Do I have to pull it up to my face to take a photo? Oh, that is so going in the
Jeez.
album. No, you can just press R. Oh, the capture. Oh, capture hotkey. Oh, see, if I read, then we can figure it out.
Let's read. Oh my God.
Read. I just got to figure out all the keybinds. All right, so if I bring that guy back out, all right, we're good to go. All right, let's do this. I'm ready to R. Hello? Where's this go? Oh, the potty. I should probably turn my volume down. I'm gonna pee my pants. Oh, excuse me. Why are you just standing there like
Trying to
that?
figure out how to use this mobile phone.
You were standing there. I was like, oh, is there like a possession? What's that sound? There it is. Today's your birthday. Murder, murder, murder. Gonna have a good time. Hate to go early, no worries. Well, I'm gonna be honest, Gil. I don't know how we're gonna identify anything without anything. I still look like a vampire.
Listen, we've played enough ghost hunting games.
I'm just gonna watch my feet.
And it's fine, you're here. You'll just guess everything in about.
What if I took a
5
photo and
minutes
it like
and we'll be
disappeared and that was like one of the things? Oh wait, what crouch?
You can crouch. Can't get under the table though.
It's okay. We don't need to get under the table.
There's presents under there.
Why am I barefoot? Because I felt like it. I don't know what the...
What if all the equipment's in these?
I'm hearing
wrapped
random
presents?
sounds. I just don't know what they are. Leftover pizza? Yeah. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Hey. Did you turn that light on?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Negative. This is our first time walking over here.
Who creaked?
Hello. There's a sweet cat on the wall, though. Those arm physics, you like that? Yeah, it's going to be a little underwhelming because we were supposed to bring equipment and we kind of forgot. So, Andrew do be toxic, though.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was going to say, we've found an internet troll.
All right. April 24th, Party Island. Be there. How do you like the game? I feel like we're not giving it, we're not doing it justice right now. We're what?
We're about 6 days too late.
Okay. Dang it. We'll just go next year. It's fine. All right. So Ghosty was in here. How do we switch off of the camera? Like to go back?
I haven't even been able to activate the camera yet.
Oh, if you press, I believe R.
R. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Unsolicited photo, sorry.
It's okay. Middle mouse button. I'm using the middle mouse button. It's scrolling between the items. Oh, you have to... Oh, I understand. And then you have to click that guy and do that guy. Oh, there's no hotkey for that? I understand. I see what you mean. Vitals. I'm at 101 BPM. You're at 101. Well, we're like hovering between 100.
How are you?
Also, our service here sucks.
It's time for a seizure.
Already. That's right. Did you click that?
Crap. No, shh, quiet. I did, yes. I didn't mean to.
What do I hear? Is that a radio on the other side of the wall? What the?
Ooh, yes. Oh, holy shit.
Are you okay?
I just left my body.
Oh,
God, there was a... Something just appeared here. Like a
I heard
jester.
it.
Oh my God.
I heard that. Tell us what you are, nerd.
Frightened?
You hear that? Kill called you a nerd. Today's its birthday. You think it's its birthday? Ads. Yeah, I tried to snooze them as much as I could. There's nothing I could do. All right. This might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna look at stuff. Tasks. Identify the ghost. Escape a hunt. Sanctified cross interaction. Capture a flawless ghost photo. Flawless. I'm gonna look at the gallery. Oh, look at those pics. We're doing so good. We're doing so good. All right. Identify, yes, but where are the ghosties? Identifier? Oh, there it is. Okay. You know, all that equipment we were supposed to bring? Yeah.
Hold me, Flash. I'm frightened.
Hold on. I'm gonna take a photo of that. Wait, do you think that would count for anything if I take a photo of that? I'm gonna take a photo of that. I got a photo of that.
Worth a go.
Stop it.
How are you changing things in your phone?
Well, if you click the middle mouse button and bring it to your face, and then you click the home button, then you can go where you need to go.
Oh, I see. Oh,
yes.
That's quite cool.
we like to learn on site.
I mean, learning on company time is always the way to do it.
Wait. 72. Is that just set in stone? Because I have it set for Celsius. That's definitely not Celsius. Yeah, that's Fahrenheit.
Stone is weight.
I hate your face. I hate your face.
Just you wait till I figure out how to text and send you a message.
I know.
Hey,
I'm
boss,
well, like
letting
at
you
this
know
point, I'm kind
product.
of. Can we send each other messages like that? That'd be so funny. Kind of waiting for something to happen because we didn't bring anything. Today's your birthday. We're gonna have a good time. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
Oh.
Kill. Kill.
You've got this, Flash.
Kill. 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 Hey, kill. 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 I'm gonna bring you a friend, okay? Do you like friends? Oh god, I'm out of sprint. Kill. Kill. I'm out of sprint. Kill. 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 I'm out of sprint. Kill. Oh, he's coming for you. Kill. You completed a task. Escape a hunt. Let's go.
Nice. Who needs equipment?
All right, now we need that flawless ghost photo. That's not gonna help. Should we take this as a dub and run? And actually bring equipment?
The meter ran out.
Well, time's up. Time to go, I guess. Listen, a win's a win. That's all I gotta say. All right, return to HQ. Yeah, we don't got anything here. All right.
I guess so.
Yeah, let's go get let's go get equipment. Oh, there we go. You know, you take your wins. Oh, it was a shade. I knew it. So that would have been thermal, writing, audio. Okay. View the photos. Yes, please. Look at us. I should have tried to get a photo of the ghost, but I was too afraid of getting got. Hey, what up, Biscuit? How are you? It was very shady. It was very shady. Okay. So, about that whole bringing stuff. I see. Okay. When you take photos, do you have to stand still? I don't think so. I think I can press R while walking. Because the phone will not be in front of my face. It'll be to the side. I think so. Okay. Do I need to open these? Or I probably don't. Probably just takes up that much space, I assume. All right. I have put things inside of the bin. Kill? Just take them? Just take what? What do you mean just take them? I'm confused. What do you mean just take them? Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, I'm back.
Oh my god.
Do not go in there.
God, you scared me.
The,
Garrett, thank you so much.
I was looking at the tablet and it said go to modification garage and it took me to another whole other world. There was lights and everything. I could actually see.
You could see. All right, well, we have equipment. We just go for it again?
How did you add equipment?
So the way that I added equipment was over here. Well, first of all, I went into the computer, went to the equipment store where you can purchase things. And there is a loaner package that's like starter equipment.
Push to talk first?
I did.
Right, okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Are you asking if I activated push to talk?
I wonder what you said. Yeah, you were completely silent, but you were moving around.
Oh, so when I went in there, you couldn't hear me anymore. Oh, sorry. Okay. So inside of the equipment, there's a loaner package. So I guess it's like your starting equipment, but you have to add it.
So I claimed that.
Yes. So then what I did was I came over here to this guy, this cabinet, and then I basically drug it over to the contract.
Oh, okay.
So you have your personal stash and you put that in the contract for what you want to bring. And since they're both loaner packages, well, it didn't cost anything. You can pick up the chest to move it closer to the... Oh, yeah. And you have the ability to actually move furniture around, which I'll definitely do at some point.
Yeah, I accidentally did that.
Yeah, I started to move the table when we first loaded in, but now I'm okay. Yeah.
Escape.
All right. Well, can you hear me now? No, I guess not. All right. Kill, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? So you can't hear me push to talk in this. That's interesting. Sam! Thank you for the subs. Appreciate you, dude. All right. I guess we do the same thing. It's just this time we'll have equipment to use.
Oh, that's boring.
I'm sorry.
I guess so.
I know we were doing a really great job without it, but you know. All right, hop in. We're going places.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Can't take him anywhere. I can see this being a lot of fun. I think we just have to just get into it. We got to get used to it is all. I am hitting H. It's not doing anything.
I need to pee. Are we there yet?
Oh my gosh. Use the bottle on the floor. Yeah, I'm literally hitting H.
I can't see a bottle. I'll just use the 4.
That's fine. So what are we naming that ghost model? I don't know. That's a really great question. All right. There's the stash. Okay. Control and left mouse. Okay. And then do we put it on the table? Put it in the house? Just walk around with our boxes?
We're back, and this time we've got
This
boxes.
time we've got boxes. What are you going to do now? Maybe we take it inside? I would assume maybe the other stuff loads there. Yeah, we're just... What it is, this is how we get in. We pretend like we're delivering packages. Delivery! Place on the ground? I don't know. I can't crouch. Put them on the ground. How? She says put them on the ground. Help. Help. Do you have to do it in a certain place? F? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to look up keybinds.
These around.
Oh, G. You drop stuff with G. Okay, I need to change my keybinds. Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. We have UV stick. I thought. Okay, maybe I didn't. EMF.
A generic EMF. Let's grab one of
Spirit
those.
box. Book. What's the 2H?
Oh, 2 hands. So when we were carrying the boxes, it was
Oh,
in that
it's a 2-handed. I
slot,
got
so-
you. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I feel like the thermometer is going to be helpful to try and figure out where it is.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Thermometer. It's for bigger equipment. That's what she said. Kill, you want to watch me shake it?
God, do I? Let me get my camera out.
Pulls out the phone. Hold on, wait. I'll take a picture of you taking a picture of me taking a picture of the thing. The thermometer. That's right. All right, let's go. Oh wait, I might have ruined your photo. Sorry. All right. Game on. I have goo detection now. Okay. So let's assume the best way to find it is temperatures. Let's just make assumptions before we even look at how to play. Pretty warm in here. The goo detector, that's right.
Oh, crap.
Kill, you doing okay? Over?
I think we're going
Roger that. I don't know. It's pretty warm everywhere. See, the things we're going to learn is like how quickly it becomes cold, right? We don't know. Oh my God. Like the thermo? Yeah, it's nice. It's got a clock on there. Shows your lows, your highs. Is it actually changing? Oh, there we go. Now it is. Okay. Looks like a Kindle. Find anything yet?
Soiled trousers.
Wait, did it actually do something?
No, you scared the crap out of me.
Oh, sorry, it was me. My bad. It's looking pretty warm all over the place. Kill?
Oh, no, we can't.
Oh, I hear you. Where are you?
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
We're in the same house.
Hey. We shop at the same store.
I was looking at the windows at the back. There's a whole backyard we can't access.
Ooh. You said we can or can't?
Can't.
Okay.
Sorry, can't.
Wait. Can't or can't? Holy crap on a stick. It's here. I don't know where the temps are not low at all, but that door just shut.
Yeah, I just
Checking for goo. No, goo detected. Oh. Yes.
what?
The temps are just the same everywhere. What is happening?
Oh, did it?
I've been in here.
On this box. Oh, have you? Okay. Sorry, I had tacos for lunch.
That's okay. Oh, great. Now we gotta find the breaker. It's a good heating system? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the temps are not moving at all. So the thing, I don't know how much they're supposed to move. That was me. Sorry. Maybe we need to find like a garage or something to look for the breaker.
I haven't seen any doors off to where a garage might be.
The garage. Oh my God.
Oh, Joy whispered.
Okay. What did it say? Did it say, look at me?
I didn't quite hear what it said. I just know it whispered.
It's something said, look at me. I'm not interested, sir.
It's Heath Ledger.
Look at me. It's rearranging furniture.
That'll be the
Maybe we should let it
tacos
alone.
again.
I don't know where to go. Because we can't do this anymore. It's not going to be in here, right? Like the breaker?
God, who knows what it might be.
I don't know. Not over there, right? No, because you have a potty and a bedroom. Okay.
Oh, did he knock all this stuff off? What?
That might have been... No, my guess is that's natural. Where's Rachel? Brain isn't working today. That's okay. I'm gonna go take kill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go this way. I haven't been over here. Oh, maybe? Kill, is that you playing guitar?
Fuck off, ghost.
Was that the ghost?
It was the ghost.
Oh my god, it's so dark, dude. I can't see anything. Oh, there's a breaker box. No way. Kill, you can literally turn off the breaker for every room, but individually.
Nice.
Wonder what the benefit of that is. Screwing with your friends? Hey, where are you right now?
I'm still in Scotland.
Well, sorry, I meant in the house. I apologize.
I am in the kitchen area.
Don't even open the fridge.
Everything okay? Kill?
I don't know.
So is there ways to hide? Gary ain't that. Is Gary the name you call the ghost? Do you call this ghost Gary?
What was that? What was that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Why don't you have shoes? Leave me alone. I can't afford them yet.
My Geiger counter is... I think it's here.
Well, it turned that TV on. They're giving me shit for my shoes. Or my lack thereof. Is this like a hiding spot? If I go like that? So closets do be your friend?
What?
Are you okay? There's no EMF on this. He's sleeping. Where are you? Are you here? I'm just guessing. Are you near? Oh, F you, dude. Show yourself. I think it's over there, though. Shut your face. It got the power again? Oh, what an asshat. I'm gonna die. Incoming death. You sucking ass. Okay, it's colder. Holy shit. Are you here? Are you near?
You are not safe. Let me tell you something. I think I don't like you.
Well, what did I do? It's said it doesn't like me. Oh shit, that's a closet. Open up, let me out. All right. Oh shit, it's raining. Oh no, I have no shoes on. Oh, this is the worst. Dang it. All right. Let's All right. How did I middle mouse? Go back here. Identifier. So I know that I have, I'm guessing that's audio. I haven't gotten EMF at all. Got some mud between your toes. I haven't put down the book. It killed kill. It audio and radiation. Okay. Is that okay with radiation? Is that literally any? Oh, and you can cross it off. Oh, that's neat. Any readings whatsoever? Athlete's foot. Hey, leave me alone. Aggressive, physical, powerful spirit. The Oni thrives confrontations and displays of strength. It becomes more active around groups, feeding off of their energy, unleashing forceful attacks. It needs to be a level 3 rad. Okay, I don't know if he got that or not. We could guess, I suppose, for now. Because I can't ask him. I feel like if I go back in there, I'm going to not live. For this mode, it's any will do unless specified. Really? Okay. Like EMF 20. Understood. So any radiation. EMF has to be 20 because it specifies 20. Understood. Yeah. The radiation was definitely loud. I didn't get a chance to put a book down. Super unfortunate. I bet the tutorial explains. I know, but it's exciting to just throw yourself into the heat of it. I think what I might do is just guess on one of these to bring Kill back. Because I don't like him being dead. That's not fun for anybody. Vengeful spirits. Born of deep emotional distress. The Ure drains the life of any of those rounds. Presence overwhelming. Sense of dread. I didn't have UV on that door. So I don't know if I could cross that off or not. We weren't getting freezing at all. Right? Let's see the death animation though. We will, I promise. Nothing to lose with Loner. Oh, that is true. That is true. But I do have money to gain. And if I die, I don't get anything, right? Or maybe I get a little bit. Go back in, put the... Kill, if that's you, I swear to God. If that is Kill, I swear to God. All right. So, here's a thought. What if I go run to the closet? What do we have? Writing? EMF? I have both of those on me. You won't hear the EMF? Well, I tried EMF and it wasn't doing anything. Not a big fan that you can do that. It's a Ure. Run. Is your EMF on? Yes. Turn it off. Electronics, turn them off. F it. Let's see what happens. Tier 1 doesn't make sounds. Well, the question is... Oh, okay. Well, that's awful. The closets on this map are extra safe. Unless you have a dead teammate. Then it's not so safe anymore. We'll see if I get gotten here. What we don't know is, I don't know. You can leave them open and leave your electronics on and the ghost can't get you. Really? Okay. New game, who dis? I know. Oh, I don't have writing. Shit. Let's try. Oh my god, I can't get out. There we go. Run. I don't have writing on me. All right, I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna take out my UV. Take out the UV, get a book. I wonder if, hold on. Is my anxiety high? I don't know, but we'll find out. I can probably find out if I go like this. Let's see. Vitals. I'm at 91 BPM. I imagine that when your BPM gets to a certain amount, they can start hunting you. Yeah. This game multiplayer? Yes. Yes, it is. Hey, what's up, Rain? Welcome in. How are you? They're Tic Tacs. Oh, y'all need to relax. All right? Tic Tacs. They're fine. You're only supposed to listen, dude. I do what I want. You don't have to click the vitals. It's in the bottom of the screen. Oh, okay. Does it tell you exactly how much you have? Oh, it does. Beautiful. So what we did was we jumped into this without knowing anything. We just said, screw it. We're going to just try without any tutorials. So it's a nice lesson in showing you what you should have done, which was not this. Boss, I'm out of product. I hate it here. Mint or fruit tick? No, orange. All day. Orange. Why is that even a question? All right. I have a book. We know that I have spirit box. What were the other possibilities? EMF. Writing. I have EMF. I did. Wait, where'd it go? Didn't I have EMF? Oh. I do. Oh, I have the spirit box. Why did I get rid of this? Why did I get rid of you? There we go. Oh, because to get the pills. I put it away to get the pills. Way funnier to watch than the tutorial. I think it's more fun. All right. I'm probably still going to get got, to be honest with you. The other problem I have is I don't know which one is kill. Kill, is that you? All right, how do I place this? Ooh, I got it. It's F. F to place. See, I'm not getting any... Your toes. What about them? They're fine. None. At all. It's not making... This is not making any movement. Did it move? 21. Ooh, it's colder. It's really annoying, dude. Ooh, it's getting colder. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't think that was you either, Kill. If you're able to do that, I really don't like it. Stop it. No, shush. It's getting really close to freezing. Hold on. How do I pick you back up? Give me. Do it. Right in the book. Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? I could go look at the other phrases. I don't remember what they are. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's so close. Right in the book, please. want to freeze. Just freeze, damn it. It's not giving me EMF. It's not doing any freezing. It's not writing in the book. Did you give it a pen? Ah, crap. Oh, you can place that too? Oh, that's cool. Okay. Wonder if you can do it with your voice. Write in the book. Write in the book. Nope, 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 nope. 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 Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Not interested. No thanks. I'm fine. I'll pass. Guessing you're done. I mean, that didn't really do shit. That's okay. What's that sound? Still no freezing, still no writing. Damn. Interesting. I might have to 50-50 it. Again, I don't want Kill to be dead forever. Me trying to do this. Might just have to 50-50 it. Hey, Galactic, how are you? So, if we look at our guide again. 50-50, I think so. Because it's not giving it. I mean, I tried, it touched a door and I checked the door for UV and it wasn't there. So the only thing I could think would either be, it's going to be writing, it's going to be EMF, or the ghost cannot leave UV. Is it possible to read about those items? Cross out EMF, yeah. Click on the ghost, okay. We weren't getting that. I mean, that's the only logical thing right now. Thrives in low light, hard to detect until it strikes from the obscurity. Okay. What if I uncheck that and look at the URA one more time? Just flavor text for now. They rolled out ghost traits for a couple of ghosts. I got you. Well, it thrives in low light. They said it's like flavor text, but it's always possible that because this ghost has broken multiple lights, turning lights off. Yeah, kicking the power over and over again. I kind of want to go shadow. Making it one of the most spiritually draining entities. That's unnecessary. First thing you're wrong, you go again. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Kill, I'm going with Shadow and getting out of here to bring you back. This is taking too long. Oh, wait, did I lock it in? Yeah, I did. Okay. Are you sure that isn't Kill? It absolutely could be. But, you know, friends being able to open doors. Don't know how I feel about that. That part, not sure. Oh, no. It was a Ure. What was I missing? UV. I don't know. Easily identifiable patterns. So it must have, UV was missing. But the thing I don't know is that we checked the doors that it hit and there was no UV on it. What game you playing?
Fortnite.
So we were missing UV. I don't know.
Oh, you were missing me. That's
Yeah. It doesn't have 100% chance. So yeah, if the only way that makes sense is if the UV is not 100% every time, you just have to keep checking over and over again.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Can often spawn on the floor. Not on the
ghost
things that.
voice on the spirit box. That's
Ooh.
scary as hell.
Okay, that the spirit box voice is Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was terrifying. It told me to run. UV can often spawn on the floor, not specifically on things it interacts with. So you don't just check the door or the light switch, you check like around the area.
Oh, okay.
Is the mode set to rookie? Yes. Yes. Some evidence can just spawn anywhere. Okay. So radiation can spawn anywhere. UV can spawn anywhere. So that means it's not necessarily where the ghost room is. Or where the ghost is, per se. Must die next round for the death.
Geiger counter was kicking off in several different places.
Right. Right. Because it was like ran like the TV was turning on and all that other stuff. Yeah. All right. Same house just because we're getting the feel of it now. Oh, wait. Couldn't hear me. Same house now that we're getting the feel of it.
Yep.
All right. Let me check our equipment. We need to buy some stuff. So we need 2 of these guys. Okay. And then go over here and go there. All right, let's ride. Havoc.
If you look on the, if you look in the shop at
Yeah.
EMF devices, when I first looked, I thought there was a kill EMF detector.
They made it for you. Frog. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. I appreciate it so much. I'm sorry. We're like hard. Like, we're not even sweating that much. Shoes. I'm not putting, they want me to put shoes on. I'm not doing it. Not going to happen. Contracts. Yes. What?
I was calling chat oppressors.
F them shoes forever and ever. If you don't die, you don't lose your equipment. Okay. Well, I mean, the starter equipment, it doesn't matter anyway, because it doesn't even cost us any money. So that doesn't matter. All right, which one's your house? So tired of being the DD.
All of them. They're all mine.
Just pick one.
I'm insanely rich. I've been for years.
Oh, dang. What does the speak easy? Oh, that it tells you what phrases you can say to the ghost. Honk the horn. I thought I did that. I thought I tried earlier. All right. Get your box.
Honk the horn.
They really want that horn honked. All right. This time I'm going to go Geiger, Spirit Box, EMF, Thermo. Oh, wow. Being all dignified, putting it on the table.
Hey,
I guess what I could also do, I could also do this.
Yeah. Good thinking.
Uh-huh. Get all the stuff out of the box, then I can come get what I need without having to go into the box. Really, I could just take it all to the front door. Or we could just take the box inside. No, I like the excuse to come out. I like the excuse to run away.
Confused with all the options.
I like the excuse to just come out here and hang out for a little bit. You know, see what's happening.
Get in the back of the car, pretend it's a truck.
All right. I think I'm ready.
Yelling, are you a yokai?
Are you a yokai? All right. I'm at a good crisp 81 BPM. We're doing good. Oh, what's it like so far? It's pretty cool so far. We just got to get used to it. The mechanics of it are neat. The responses on the spirit box are terrifying. How many people can play it at the same time? I assume 4, but I don't know. So creepy. From my point of view, when you do that, my point of view is so good because it's like you look like you just got a really intense text message. Pull your phone back up to your face. Yeah, it doesn't like that. This is what it looks like for me. Hold on, I don't know if it looks the same for you.
It's so small. I don't know what it says.
So look.
Flash is.
Hey.
What? No, Chingus. What are you trying to say?
Oh no! Did he send you another pic? Oh, that's what he's looking at. He's looking at a Chingus pic. That's what this is.
Someone passed me my glasses.
6 is in the works. Oh, okay. All right, going in.
I keep pressing escape to get out of the phone and bringing up the settings.
I know. I just gotta get used to the buttons again. See, we all have the same thought. Oh, his readers. Feed pics? You got it. So I wonder... Because last time, I didn't come over here until a while. Like, I wonder if the temps... Are you in the pantry? I want to kind of speed around a little bit, I think. See if I find low temps early. That was unnecessary. It takes a bit, does it? Oh, okay. So it's useless to look for temps at the beginning? Jesus. House has a lot of storage, yeah. Oh, hi, Ghosty. Don't think I found low temps early. Okay. I'll try. Kill, you okay?
I'm doing groovy.
That's what I like to hear. I think temps move depending on where the ghost is. Yeah, we just need to find the ghost. Jeez, what is wrong with you? God dang it. They are feisty. So it makes sense. I mean, finding it early, there's no finding it early. You just find out where the ghost is and the temps are low. The store just moved on its own. Oh, hey, how are you? Oh, sorry, that was global. I need to switch my keybinds.
Did you hear the heavy banging?
I heard something. Hey, it's cold here. It's getting colder here. I think Ghosty Shorts is over this way. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Wow, dude.
Oh.
It's rude as shit.
Bit of radiation.
Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? God damn it. Where are you? Are you near? Damn it. Let me go. Stop. That's one of my favorite sounds in the world.
Look out.
God damn it. I heard look out, so I turned around looking for the ghost. You son of a bitch. I hate it here. All right. I'm just going to drop this and go get more stuff. Gosh dang it. All right, what do we have? We have of and a book. And I guess I don't need that right now. 97. See, I don't know. As of right now, we don't know what's safe and what's not. I am on the search for goo. Actually, I should put the book down. Oh, that's not what I meant.
Is it goo you're looking for?
I can see it in your eyes. Ugh. Ugh.
It's aim better.
All right. It's the 6 is the lowest I've seen. Oh, 5, I guess, is the lowest it got to. It's getting warmer in there. What about over here? Yeah, shake it. Yeah. Harder.
I'm new at maracas, okay? I've got to practice.
Sorry. Oh, it sounded like a... I was like, excuse
Right.
me. Was that a dog?
You can't hide. Already here.
No escape.
No escape. I'm pretty sure.
What? No escape?
Yeah,
Oh,
I escaped.
what's this guy right here? Ghost just comes flooring out of the house. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, never mind. You put it on the wall? Oh, great question. Oh, Mr.
A
Kill.
mug.
You can put the thermo on the wall.
Oh, nice.
Look at that, dude. Can I put it over here?
It threw this mug over here, by the way.
You mugger. It's freezing, by the way. I can turn on the TV through the wall. Hey! All right. Kill, just live, okay? We have
You're not my real dad.
writing, freezing. So we have, let's see. Not going to get UV. So EMF, radiation, or audio.
Take radiation, please.
Roger that. Oh, it gave you radiation, didn't it? Wait, did it?
It wasn't like a really strong
But-
radiation signal.
But it gave you radiation, though.
What, are you trying to say I'm sick?
Emery. No, that's not what I'm saying.
I know my character's really pale. But I
Listen,
set
he
it
is
that way
very,
'cause I'm
very,
from
very
Scotland.
pale. But listen, the EMF, it tells you, it specifies that it requires EMF 20 plus. Radiation does not give you a specification for how much. You just need radiation.
Right.
So if you got radiation,
I've not tried the radiator yet. What's it called, the radiation device?
the radiator. Hey, what's up, John? All right. Should we take her pills?
That wasn't me.
Go in.
See, you'll know when it's me because when I click,
I know.
it
This is what you were
opens
doing to
or
me.
closes.
Right.
There's no
As a dead
slow-
player, you just have the ability to do this guy, which is just look. Oh my god! Imagine how terrifying this would be. The ghost just start doing that. Oh my god. Oh my god. That'd be so terrifying. EMF 20. That's right. You know what? We're taking it anyway. I took my Tic
definitely think
Tacs.
You should take your. Yeah, you should definitely. You have some rage on there.
You have your radiator. Savina, what does that mean? Emery, I hope the stream was good. Thank you so much for the raid. All right, first kill. Kill. Kill.
I'm trying to take drugs.
Oh, right click your drugs. Right click them.
Yeah, hold on.
Maybe that was an event, maybe. Just checking. It's an OCD thing, sorry. Damn, it's negative 19 in here.
Are we in Canada or something?
Damn it, Chiba. Blueprints rooms were not kind to me
do you have any
tonight.
idea
Oh no. I would love to dive back
what
into
shows
that.
up under UV? Do we
Well, it said
see
it might not
footsteps
be
and
at the.
handprints, or...
It said it. Well, I get my guess is it's gonna be like a goose splatter. That like I can't tell if I'm getting a reading or
Ghost
not.
dog.
I have ghost dogs. They're breathing right now. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna put my feet on the book. That's the thumbnail right there. Oh yeah, we 100% are not going to get UV.
Oh, okay.
Because if you look at your ghosties with the identifier, we have demon, Polty, shade, UV. Can't be any of them. Yeah, it can't be. So I could try audio again. What'd I do with it? Oh, it's there.
So wait, we've had
Where are
writing
you?
and freezing.
Yeah, freezing and writing. Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? It's negative 18 here. It's here. Where are you? Are you near? Where are you? I'm so sorry. How many elbows do you have? It didn't like that very much. It didn't like my elbow question. Or Doc's elbow question.
It's pretty personal.
What are we missing? Ghost hunting and bare feet's wild? That's just the real way to do it. I don't... Proceeds to hunt. If I'm guessing, I'm not getting any EMF. I'm not getting any...
Hey, don't do any of that countdown shit.
I didn't do nothing.
Oh, it closed the front door. Let's have that open.
I feel like those...
flickering lights?
I feel like those sounds mean it's gonna hunt.
Right. The EMF went to 20 plus.
Oh, did it really?
Yep.
What?
I mean, just... Dude, this is a private conversation. Oh, shit. Hold me, Flash.
Kill. What do we do? Do we open the door and look at it? Can it come in here?
I mean, I don't know what that noise is, but it's got a decent beat to it.
In Ravenwood, you can. In Ravenwood, you can, as long as you're in the closet and the door's open. Okay, so I guess this is useless. Oh, Jesus. So it's a demon.
Yep.
A violent and aggressive spirit. The demon is known for its extreme hostility and willingness to attack. It thrives in chaos, causing severe disruptions and fear. Coach? Is that you? Hold your breath. I mean, if we can, as long as we're in the closet. What if it'll hunt again soon? I don't want to see what happens. It's much safer than any. Okay. The learning grounds. Okay, so this really is like you're learning how to play map, and then when you play the other ones, it's not as easy to escape or hide, whatever.
We might be in the wrong closet. I can't see Tom Cruise anywhere.
Oh crap. Hey Psycho, thank you for the biddies. All right, maybe it'll hunt soon. He just came by. Oh.
Oh, I didn't do anything. What the...
message.
completed a task.
Who is it?
Oh
I
my
didn't even-
god, that is a filthy text message. Here, Flash, your mum's texting me.
Wow. How dare you? How dare you? Sanctified cross interaction. Well, don't think we can do that. Capture a flawless ghost photo. Think we can do that from here? The little
So,
ding.
Yeah, I was going to try and do that once I kind of calmed down from filling my trousers.
Hey, Echo. Oh, that's okay. Maybe we can get it from right here. Right here.
I'm a bit worried about standing outside of this closet now that everything kicked off when I went out.
All right. We get this photo and then we get out of here. Get it to chase you? Oh, maybe. Yeah. You're doing great.
Details about the ghost itself. Well, I thought I should come and hide in the closet whilst asking questions. Well, I have memories of ghost watchers of seeing Epic start saying a question, then just get dragged into the distance and never seen again.
Some of the funniest stuff in the world. Just watching them get drug across the house. Oh my god. I love it. Ghosty, hunt again, please.
Ghost name or anything, do we?
I don't think so. Not that I could tell. Be sure to make plenty of noise. We're on it.
Are you okay, Flash? Your heart rate's quite high.
Yeah, I'm good. I took an energy drink. I didn't drink when I took it. So the burglary just really got my heart going. Come on! Man, what a crappy demon. Maybe it's waiting for me to step outside. It's our happy space. This is our happy space. I just want to see if I can get a photo like this. It's going to start hunting in 5,
No, don't.
4,
Don't.
3, 2, 1. Engage. I mean, that was damn close.
Are you a yokai?
Did that not count? Hey, hello? Hey, I'm right here. No? Damn. I think we have to be way closer for it. Damn it. Oh well. Oh well.
The first game we played when we didn't bring any equipment, it actually kind of just manifested and stood next to me.
Yeah.
Like, solid. I could see everything about it, whereas in the hunt, it's very...
It's a little bit on the
in and
whispery
out and
side. Yeah.
transparent.
Oh, you got that light switch, you piece of trash. Oh, that door covers it. Oh no. I'm just gonna take a picture of my feet.
Don't go
Look,
down well on
I gotta make the
OnlyFans.
money, all right? All right.
We sure ain't making any doing ghost hunting.
Listen. I wonder where it is now. Did it start in here?
I think probably in one of the, like, say, the music room or in the...
Six-toed? Hey, you don't talk about my toesies. It sounded like it started over there. There's these dudes in my closet. They're just standing there. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Are your feet so small? It's perspective. Relax. But if we crouch, it'll never get us.
I want to see what brand of tissues they used here.
Facial tissues. They're Clement.
For men.
No, Clement. For men. Tissues. Ugh.
No, man, Clement for men. It sounded
Okay.
like a.
Do we stay for the photo or do we dip?
I mean, it'd be nice to have a memory to look back on.
All right, well, we'll try to go with the power, I guess.
Damn it, I was going to be all brave and do that.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You were a big, brave boy. You were a big, brave boy. You were so... Oh, I watched his eyes shut. Oh, that was sad. You were a brave boy. So brave. So brave. I leave you for 1 second. What did you say to it? What did you say to the ghost kill? Did Kill snap a photo? No, he didn't snap a photo, did he? No anomaly captured. Are you sure about that? You sure about that? I'm sorry, was that in the game? So I did get it, but it was it said no anomaly. I was too far away. Feed pics? Yeah. Listen, man, you gotta make your monies. All right, Kill, I'm going. Excuse me?
were you going to leave? Help, wait, what's going on?
Kill?
Yeah?
Are you alive right now?
Hello? I was just pretending, it's okay. I wasn't really dead.
I'm sorry. Is there a way for you to come back to life?
I'm Scottish, I'm a Highlander. We
Listen.
live forever. You've seen the documentary?
What happened? How did you come back?
So there's a really, really cool mechanic when you die. I don't know if it's going to be in single player as well.
Right.
But I got to pick from 4 cards, and they're tarot cards.
Oh.
Last time I picked one and it was death, and that was it. I was just dead. This time I picked death again, but then it
changed?
turned into the fool, and I got another chance.
No shot.
And whatever card I picked, it split into 2. On the left, it said Scream Again, and on the right, it said Max 25% health. And I picked Scream Again, thinking in-game it would do some kind of scream sound. But I came back to life.
And your face literally changed. You look more frightened right now.
Oh. I mean, that could be having been up for about 3 days.
That's just realizing I have to go to work tomorrow. That's what this face is.
What
the hell was that?
Shit.
Are you okay? You just... Ah! Did my character scream? I thought that was just a random... No, I think it was... Hot Pocket's
the
done.
bomb's activated.
Oh, man. All right, well, listen. You got a second chance at life. I say we take the money and go. No, you leave it. You leave it.
Right, do I need to select a ghost? Oh, I have done. Demon, yes. Okay.
Oh, my God. That's ridiculous. I had no idea. At first, I was like, oh, it must be bugged or something. I can hear him in the afterlife. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. And then your body was missing. It's like, oh, okay, this is different, I guess.
Yeah, I had a black
Oh,
screen.
did
for
you
a
wait? Did you
long
check
time.
the? Did you select the ghost?
Yes.
I think I did as well.
Yokai.
Yeah, nailed it.
Are you a yokai? Ew.
Juju. Oh, thank you for the gifted, friend. Thank you so much. Distressed. Ads are coming, this is perfect. My BPM. Yeah, well, he came back to life. Le Demon. Look at that. $95 for that. Oh, wait, resume.
95.
You were paid
died,
$95
and
to
they're
come
just
back to
gonna
life.
Give me $95. Oh wait, you only got 95.
Yes.
Lol, I got 270.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it say at the bottom for you?
$270.
Yeah, but what's the breakdown? Like money earned, experience gained, all that jazz.
Final objective rewards multiplier 1x. Money earned 270. Experience gained 135.
Wait, did you say multiplier of 1.0?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a loaner package fee? Wait, where? Where's the loaner package fee? Scroll down. Oh, hey, there's a scroll thing. There it is. Never mind. It all comes together. Yeah, so there's a $175 loaner package fee because of 2 loaner packages. Yeah.
Wow.
Let the man save his money. Listen, dude. Listen. 33% per box. Okay. That makes sense.
I died.
I know you did, but then you came back and it was fine. Need to relax. All right. Well, do we do a different map?
I'm literally Jesus.
I don't know what happened the first round then. Go in.
That was a practice.
Can kill by buy your own box. Yeah, Mr. Moneybags over here, he can buy his own box.
I have a box. I didn't buy one last time.
Okay. Well, where's your box then?
In my personal inventory, it says loaner package.
In your personal inventory.
Because I'm a loaner.
Where's your personal inventory? In the inventory thing? I have
stash.
mine has nothing in it.
Now in contract.
So do I have to buy it every time? Partner wants to watch a show together. Good luck. Good luck. Phantom Glitch, thank you for the biddies. And Devastator, thank you for the 6 months. Because you used it. Oh, my original one. Oh, okay. I understand. It gets returned. But if it gets returned, then why am I... But I'm paying for it every time, right? Eduard, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome back. Thank you for the prime. Every time you use it, the fee gets taken off. Okay. Roger that. Well, I need one. Does that make sense? Pixel Pixie. Hello, friend. Should we call that number that's listed there? I mean, there's a phone number there, you know what I'm saying? Just steal it. Hey, Broken Tangent. Gonna be a pro at this game? I love it.
Yeah, but it might be premium number.
One of those numbers.
A lot of cash.
After hours. Ghost hunting after
It's nearly
hours.
4 a.m. So
Just both have to bring it into the contract stash. Yeah. All right. So we both have our boxes in the contract. Okay. Good deal.
Material artifacts located.
It's time for a cleanse. Okay. Let me go to contracts. Let's see. So instead of identify, we're
sanctified
going to do the
cross.
same map, but we're going to do cleanse. Study the ghost behavior, pinpoint its favorite room, and strategically deploy the spectral affixer, I think, to neutralize spectral anomalies. Utilize the spectral analyzer to identify and safely remove bound items, culminating in a chilling exploration. Okay. By the ELA. Okay. All right. Up. Skip it up. Miscellaneous. Ah, there's the cross. Okay. LED lamp. That's cool. Recorder. Small container. There she is. Holy crap. How much money do I... Okay, I have enough. I'm fine.
Obsidian shield.
I mean, it looks pretty rad. It's a black... It's the candle from Hocus Pocus.
So, what have you broken in your game that your mic doesn't work when you're looking?
I don't know.
Menu on the
Yours
laptop?
works when you're in there?
If you can hear me, then yeah.
All right. Was it cutting out?
Yeah, I heard the very start, and then
And it never
was
came back again. Okay.
silent.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Something's being wonky.
So do
All
I
right.
have to like hear?
So we have to
put in
hear.
what I bought? Oh,
I added the EAL to our loadout.
I brought a headlamp.
Eternal artifacts locator equipped with an innovative cage light indicator that illuminates as you draw closer to paranormal relics. This advanced device harnesses spectral analysis technology to pinpoint ethereal artifacts based on ghostly characteristics, guiding your exploration with precision. The item is only useful for cleanse. Okay. Okie doke. I think we're good. All right, I think we're good to rock. Only a virgin can light the candle. Roger that.
Ooh, let's
Let's cleanse stuff, yeah? Get cleansed on, nerd? My horn still doesn't work. I'm pressing H, but it's not doing anything. I'm sad. Can one of you guys make horn sounds? Just pretend like you did it. It'll be fine. Gil, can you make horn sounds while I press H?
Okay.
No, with your mouth.
Honk.
With your mouth. Yeah.
Well, that was it. There's a slight delay. Honk.
Can I record that and put it as like a actual horn? Honk.
Honk.
Can you imagine that aggression coming up behind you in the like down the highway? Get the hell out of the way! Honk.
Honk.
Alrighty.
And people will be like, "Is Kill's cat around here somewhere?"
Oh, you got a headlamp? Okay. Wow, dude. Flex.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you've got your aggressive
My stick. Oh, yeah, I've got my stick.
My stick is better bacon.
All right. Let's see here. I'll turn on the light switch. I guess I could. Oh, that's a door. Excuse me. Where's the switch? It's there. All right. Put this down here. There's my steak. Go.
Oh, now we're cooking.
Oh, what are we making?
I'm just gonna rustle up a few sausages and some burgers.
Ooh, okay. All right. Hey, they keep shaming me on my toes. I'm not okay with this. All right. So not exact, like not 100% sure what we're doing, but I know that I'm definitely using the, definitely using my stick with the cage light to do stuff.
Beat it.
That's right.
Right.
Look at it.
What?
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, contract guide. Here we go. Right. You're not searching for a ghost type. Okay. There's characteristics.
Okay. Kill, did you change the decorations without telling me?
I didn't know. Oh, it's gone back to blue.
Okay, did you see what it said when it was red?
No,
It
that's
said
why I was
happy.
moving in
It said
closer.
Happy Death Day.
This game's amazing.
What the dickens?
What I really want to happen at some point is if people are like staring out of these windows.
Oh,
at the
something just
yard
absolutely.
outside and
Oh my
something
god.
appears.
At least it's happy. It could be sad Death Day. That's true. Hey, that desk lamp was on.
Stop doing that.
I have a guitar that looks just like that. Play Wonderwall. Oh, I like the blinds. The blinds are cool. Oh, after the scan. So I need it after the scan. Okay, we need to understand what we're doing.
Well, I can't help you with that, I'm afraid.
Contract guide. Welcome to the cleanse contract. Here's a brief explanation of how this contract works.
Oh, what? It shut the door in my face and then opened it again. You cheeky ghost.
Hey, Fogley, what's up, dude? You're not searching for a ghost type, but rather for ghost characteristics. A ghost characteristics is defined as the highest evidence level of that type found. For example, a ghost characteristics might be an EMF level of 2, even if there are 4 total EMF levels. Every type of evidence can be generated by these ghosts and is not limited to a specific room. Evidence can be found anywhere inside the contract, although it may become more common around the favorite room over time. She knows what's up. All right, you have to help me, friend. Characteristics needed by difficulty. We need 2. Steps to succeed. Gather equipment. Listen for interactions. Investigate interactions. Document evidence. Locate the ghost's favorite room. Initiate a scan of the... Your poster's in the game? Get out of here. Was it the one in the other room?
FBI, open up.
Kill. No, there you are. Oh my god. Was that the ghosty?
It was, yeah.
Okay. Where it at?
I don't know. I was looking for the coldest room. I had a 9 degrees.
Oh, it's buyable in the
somewhere
shop.
and
Oh, to
22
put inside of the...
everywhere
Oh,
else.
in your freaking base. Okay, that's cool. All right.
Bullseye. It's the brand of the
I hate it here.
chips.
Doing St. Jude. Yeah, I'll be doing it all next month. That's
I've
unfortunate.
been abducted by aliens then. This is the light getting stronger and stronger.
2 of your friends are also doing... Yeah, I do it every May. I do it for the entire month. So the 1st of May to the last day of May. Kill. Starting tomorrow. Technically, it's already... The campaign's already created. But my first stream of it will be on Friday. It's gonna be May. All right. So we're not exactly looking for ghost evidence.
No.
We're looking for characteristics, right?
So this rocking chair's decided to start moving. Oh, now it stopped, of course. Now you've walked into the room.
Oh, sorry. It's nervous.
Yeah. Look for the coldest room.
Okay, it's definitely not here. Although it's dropping here a bunch. Going back up, dropping back down. Going back up. For the highest level of
Doing
evidence.
squats.
I guess. It was 16 and then it... Oh, maybe it's kitchen. There's a new app in the phone. Ooh, okay. See, it's warm again. All right, hold on. I'm going to go sit in the closet.
After your thinking cupboard.
Hey, you leave me and my thinking cupboard out of this. All right. EMF, thermal, radio.
I love how crisp the global comms is. It's like really clear.
It is very, very clear. It does have a very good, I don't know what, like, it does, it's not piercing. Over. Weak anomalies. Range 1.5, 2.49. Overwhelming fields. 20 to 40. Strong emissions. Man, there's a lot of stuff. Mild, moderate, significant, frigid. CS, thank you for the prime. It was walking with me. It certainly felt like it was. So, if I'm looking for the strongest, I'm not looking for 1, 2, 3. I'm looking for 4 on the EMF. I'm looking for 20 to 40, or like I'm looking for negative 25 to 13.8. Is that correct? Or does it just depend on the ghost? Looking for any of them. Okay. And it will max out at something. Okay. I feel like we're gonna... Got a strong suspicion we're gonna get hunted before stuff happens. Holy...
You do.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
I just needed a spoon. Jeez,
Holy
dude.
crap.
So...
We're
Damn.
suddenly in the Paranormal Activity movie. Okay, so no EMF activity assigned or
Well, I don't...
associated with that.
Yeah. Man, it's like randomly cold and it's not. This thing's moving. Turn the radio on. Oh, holy crap. It's freezing right here, Kill. Whoa. It was. What the...
Ooh, yeah, -2, -3.
Are we reading that over here?
Not quite. Although the lights in this room were going crazy when I ran into the kitchen after the explosion.
Kill, you might want to watch out.
Help, help, help,
Run, run, Kill, run.
help. Oh, help.
You're doing
help.
great.
I'll sprint.
Come to the safety closet. Oh.
Oh.
Dude, would you tell
dinged.
them to call you back later? Is that closet a safe space? Yeah, in this map it is. Here it is. So I'm fairly certain that that turd came from over here.
No.
No?
I think it came from the music room.
It did.
I was walking over to the computer,
Oh,
so the desk light
it's
was on.
super cold in here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And all the electrics went mad. My temperature thing in my hand started just... Well, I can't even describe.
Well, I won't talk about what I just saw. It spawned directly next to you. Did you hear that? Look
Oh
at
my
me.
God.
Did you hear that?
No, I was too busy feeling self-important and telling you what I saw.
Yeah, it said, "Look at me," and it was standing directly next to you.
Oh my god.
I was like, "Oh, what do we do? I guess we just stand here, huh? All right, cool. Good talking to you. All right, see ya." All right, so it's really, really cold in there. Oh my god. Yeah.
showing 20 degrees. I'm not
In
changing.
there is freezing. I'm just,
broken?
it's going to hunt us again.
Oh, in there.
How's my heart? How's my heart? Oh, 124. Oh, I'm distressed. It's time.
A spirit box.
You got spirit box?
No, I was asking, do we have a spirit box?
I have one right here. Yes, I do.
Okay, you go and talk to the ghost. I'll
Okay.
go and hide in the van.
Have you, are you just distressed right now or normal or what? Look at the bottom of your phone.
I'm fairly distressed. Oh. 120 BPM.
Oh, okay.
But, you know,
I don't know
that's
if it's
normal.
gonna, I don't know if it's gonna start hunting because of that or not. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you?
EMF 1.5.
Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here?
Oh, it's throwing boxes at me.
The coldest I see is negative.
Let's have some fun.
I'm not interested. Did you hear the same thing I heard?
I didn't make out what it said. I think I heard
it's-
the word fun.
Yeah, it said let's have some fun. Okay, we did. We heard the same thing. What a piece of trash.
crap.
I hate it here. Oh my god. Okay. Let me take a look. His face. Okay. So if I look at the evidence guide, is it a killer? Well, it's not a happy clown. F is for friend. Thermal. Okay, we had -8 was the lowest that I saw. Okay. EMF. I don't think we saw any. Radiation, I don't think we've tried.
EMF went up to 1.5 when you were doing the spirit box stuff.
Ooh, weak anomalies. Okay. Radiation. I don't think we've tried radiation yet, right?
No, we haven't.
Here's Cutie.
And
All right.
I was gonna take a photo.
UV, we haven't seen any yet. Audio.
Hang on,
I
take some
mean,
medics.
I understood what it said. I would say that that's an intelligible phrase. I heard everything it said. Here's Johnny. And no writing because we haven't checked for it yet. Hey, have you taken your pills?
I'm just about to.
Roger that. Do they need to close the doors? I don't think we do in this map, but in the other maps, I believe we do. I think they were saying that like this map is very much so like a starter map. This is where you really learn how to play, what to do. So in these hiding spaces, or I guess at least in that one that I know of, you're fine. You're leaving in 50. Oh my gosh, coach. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how long we play for. You've died with the doors open. That's why you're wondering. Oh, interesting. Okay, we have not yet. And it's seen us in there. Has not touched us. Left us alone. What's it called? The game? The Other Side. All
I
right.
brought a blank book because surely that will save us.
I trust you. All right. I don't know if we have the Geiger. I don't know if we tried Geiger either, but I'm going to go get the juice.
I haven't used it.
I wonder if it mattered. There has to be some significance to being able to turn on and off the breakers. Maybe it gets like overpowered. like maybe we don't need that on. Maybe we don't need that on, you know? We'll have to do some testing. You in there?
I don't know how to place the book with the pages open.
For me, it was F. Oh, and when it's
okay.
Wow.
Baby Jesus.
And it's red where you can't place it, like where it's not going to let you place it. Yeah. Dude, there must, I don't know if there's supposed to be goo or not.
I'm gonna shake my thing a bit more.
he's really EMF. Still 1.5. Wrath. Thank you for the prime. Where are you? Are you here? No. Are you here?
Jigsaw's changed his voice a bit.
Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? What did it say? It said, do you want to play? Where are you? Give me readings, Hobag.
So the only reading we've had so far is EMF then.
We had EMF. We had low temps.
Yeah, but they weren't that low, were they? Oh no, we did. Sorry, yeah, in that room.
Yeah, it was -8.
Negative.
Yeah.
Negative freezing.
Yeah. So we had EMF 1.5, moderate thermal. We haven't gotten any radiation yet. No UV. Intelligible phrases. No writing. Are we supposed to get one for everything or no?
So look in the guide. It didn't say, I don't think.
Oh, for novice we need 2. Oh yeah. That's right, because it said that
put more in as long as you've got 2.
Yeah.
That are correct.
Right. And I mean that seems pretty on point. So the EMF and the thermal on novice you can. Yeah.
Locate the ghost favorite
You'll at least
room.
get a level for
I'm
everything.
pretty
Okay.
sure we know which room that is.
The presence of the Geiger and the radiation as an evidence insinuates that on top of the PTSD front-end ghost, you could also get radiation
who brought the
poisoning.
dog?
Correct. Who brought the dog? Oh, a reference that only so many will get. Who brought the dog? Hey, with a flash. All right, so now that we have the 2 that we need, right?
Initiate a scan on the affixer. What's the affixer? Where's that?
Complete spectral scan. Using the spectral affixer equipment, conduct a successful scan. Refer to the contract guide app for more information.
Did we bring a spectral affixer?
It might be outside. There is an extra box here. Ah, the affixer crate. Yes. Yes.
Oh, I thought that was your box.
No. No. All right. So now, I guess we put that in the room and scan.
Is the box the scanner, or is the scanner in the box?
I assume it's in the box. Oh, hey.
Jesus.
Oh, don't mind me. Just packing. It comes with the mode. Yeah. Where you going? Where you go? Oh, you go. Okay, we're fine. I don't like that. He like glitches. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's quite cool. He's not just, you don't follow it in a, like a
Right.
line that it's traveling. He
Right.
jumps around a lot.
No. I don't want to. It said to look at it. I don't want to die.
Oh, he's written in the book as well.
Oh, okay. Shit. How do I activate this?
Wow. That,
I know, but I don't.
pretty cool.
I don't know how to activate it.
F it. F it.
F it.
It's worth a go.
Oh shit. Commands? I'm gonna get hunted.
Oh my god.
Am I about to get hunted? I saw the things. So there was a screen on the side that I didn't see. That made sense.
Right.
All right. I want to go get the power. Careful, SpongeBob. I feel like we have to wait for another hunt at this point.
Shaking my
Yeah,
thing.
you shake that thing.
Oh! You bastard.
Hey, Sloth. What's everyone think of the game?
Okay, we've got 1.5 EMF here.
Uh-oh. Definitely have a bunch of scary stuff. We're just trying to get used to the mechanics right now. Kill, I just want you to know I'm distressed. We've had a couple of good ones. That sound, is that the rain? It's gonna hunt.
I was right next to the window and it knocked. What a bastard.
Come on, you dingus. Do it.
Close it and read instructions. Contract guide.
The second I go in there, it's gonna hunt. So we're just waiting patiently. We're fine.
I think you were shaking your thing a bit too hard. You blew the light bulb.
Sorry, I didn't realize it had such power.
Did you bring an... This is such a weird thing to say. Did you bring an eel?
You mean this?
Jesus, okay, officer. I was just asking.
I did indeed.
Okay, so
See you,
after the
Shade. Have a
scan,
good one.
if the scan is successful, you
Yeah.
do something with that
If the
stick.
scan is successful, I pull my stick out and I wave it around a bunch and I look for stuff. Oh, yeah, that's right. It could be a ghost interview, Mike. Yeah. So, Kill, what do you think of the hunt so far?
Yeah, it's about a 2 out of 10, I think. Could be scarier.
All right, everybody.
I haven't really seen anything.
One bite. Everyone knows the rules. He looks so serious. I know. Is it hunting right now? Let me shake my thing. That'll figure it out.
Just the noise that goes with it as well. It's so suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Select writing. Yeah, we will. It's waiting for us to walk in there, man.
I was all confident I was going to charge in and type whatever needed typing, and then the lights went out in there. I was like, nope.
Stop it. Oh, it's locked. Does that mean it's hunting? Oh, that's exactly what it means. Oh, E. Off to bed, night, Juju. I'm gonna wave my stick at it. You don't want none, nerd. Yeah, you wave that, I'll wave this. It's not gonna know what to do with itself.
What I don't like with the camera is once you're holding it up to your face,
Yeah.
you can't rotate.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna go for it. All right. What do I need to type? Scan.
Oh my god, we're about to take off. Wait. No, wait, what? Did you...
What happened?
I saw a shadow.
Did you?
Shadow of a character ran to here. At first I thought it was your shadow of you running out of the room, but then it
Yeah.
just stood still. That was really cool.
Oh, input data. Okay, I might die. How do I input data? Add? Commands. Oh. So, okay, so we need to add the data first and then scan.
Oh. Different.
And we have to stay within range
That's not how-
during a scan.
That's not how I'm used to
Oh my
them
God.
working, to be honest.
All right.
The ones I've used are much different.
So it's definitely going to hunt again. I guess we could use the door to know when it's hunting too, yeah? So if we look at our guy over here, we need to add 2 things to be a success, to have a successful scan. So we need EMF, what was it? EMF 1 and then thermal 2. Because those are both right, because we had low EMF. The thermal
Yeah,
has not
yeah.
gone below 8. So yeah, EMF 1, thermal 2.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Minimum 2 can be more. Would adding more be beneficial? Like, would it be a good idea to add more? Oh yeah, we had ghostwriting too. Incomprehensible scribbling, symbolic, enigma, hostile manifest. Would it be hostile? We could read what it said in the book, right? Audio 3 as well. Yeah, we had a lot. We did have a lot. EMF 1, audio 3. Okay. I'm on the run. EMF 1, audio 3. All right. Add.
Probably goes crazy in here.
Did you see it over there? And then scan. I'm scanning. I'm scanning. You forgot a space? Isn't it scanning right now, though? I deserve this. 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 Take me. Take me. I put his EMF 1 without a space. Damn. Sag. Oh. Oh, which one do you guys want? Which one? You know, we wanted to experience death at some point anyway, so this is good. Flash, look out. Sorry. Pick number 3, my lord. Pick 3? 3? All right, we're going 3. What's the star? What's that do? Oh, did I come back?
What?
Oh, kill?
Oh, yes.
No shot.
We're winning team.
No shot. We both came back. All right. So I made a boo-boo.
Equipment though.
I made a boo-boo when I typed in the scan. When I went to scan the thing, I missed a space.
Right. Typing is hard when you're being chased by a terrifying
Little
ghost.
bit. Like a high pre. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so funny. Just man, that dream was crazy. Oof. All right, so I added. So I just need to add the EMF, right?
Cough medicine.
Tater, I know you played this already. Tater, you were telling me about it.
So, which card did you pick?
I got the star.
Oh,
I picked
me
number
too.
3. Yeah.
Well, I got death first, and then it said fool again, and I got to pick a second time.
Got a little crick in the neck now. Yeah.
Swear to God.
You can set it up in the closet and then just move it where you need to scan. Oh, really? So you can do the inputs and all that jazz somewhere else and then move it in there and scan. Oh, shit. Cosmic, have a good one. Interesting. Okay.
Oh dear. Oh, let's go.
What'd you find? Oh, your equipment?
Oh, my stuff.
Oh, let's go. It's a much better plan. I didn't know that was a plan that you could do.
Closing doors in my face.
It just threw multiple boxes outside of the room, by the way. Hold on, let's do it like this.
Wait.
Definitely distressed. Pick up the items. I will. Is the ghost randomly kicking the breaker on?
Has it been on this whole time? We've just been idiots.
No, I've been flipping switches and the lights haven't been turning on. Not gonna go now. Watch.
So
I'm gonna
what?
go in there now and I'm gonna get got, okay?
So do you need to start it again? And
I need to scan.
Type
That's
it
why I was
in.
gonna wait for the That's why I was gonna wait for the next hunt so we had time. Yeah, there's homie. Mel, it's been out for like a month. But this is definitely my first time trying it though.
thank God for this closet.
Safety closet is nice. We like safety closet. You'll be fine. Okay, tell him that. He's already taken us once. Definitely not played it then. Yeah, it's been out for a month. Is it done maybe? Hopefully. All right. Shush. So I need to input EMF 1 again. Yes. Add EMF 1. Okay, so I've inputted 2 of them. I feel safe here. I feel safe here. Just remember me for how I am right now. Where's my stick? It's done, right? Can you put your shoe? No!
Over here. Is your stick?
Oh, that's right. I forgot I died over here. Okay.
It's way better than bacon.
Wait. Oh my god! Holy crapola! Oh, the heartbeat was so loud in my ears. I wasn't ready. Oh man. Yep, I thought that was it. I thought that was curtains. All right. I'm gonna wave my stick around for a while. All right. Hunting?
Oh, here you
Yeah,
go.
hunting.
Oh, can I maybe?
Oh. Any anxiety pills left? No. Did you do it?
No way that counts. I mean, I took a picture, but he was miles away.
Hey, hey. Giving you opportunities. Hey.
Oh, no, it counts.
Oh, did you get it?
But quality of mediocre.
I can't see. Okay. I'm gonna go wave my stick around now. Oh, she's glowing. Oh, hold on.
It says find ethereal items.
Yeah. What the fuck?
The stick will glow brighter as you get closer to a detected item and begin flashing when very close.
Oh, okay. Rad. Okay, it'll flash when you're close to it. It's a cattle prod. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Need to find 2 items.
Let me know when that front door shuts.
It's already shut.
Wait. I meant, you know what I mean? Like, let me know when it's hunting.
Yeah.
Sorry. Should have specified. I apologize.
It's hunting, but the door's still open.
How dare you? All right. The item will glow. Have you found a way to break on through to the other side? I hate it here. Oh, I found an egg. Was that what I needed to find?
Did this... What?
Oh my god. Oh my god. My butt. For the Easter event. That was it. Well, it's so I found an egg and it was super this was blinking.
Items.
What?
Right, yeah.
What'd you say?
I've forgotten already.
Oh.
It's Tuesday. So the stick will blink when you find the item.
Yes.
So there's
I
2
found
items
one
that we need to find.
I found one. It was an egg inside of the bathroom.
How strange.
Yeah. Okay. I'm off to find another.
Holy shit.
Why does it keep going after kill like that? I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna get hunted. Sprint. All right. My next spot to go to, I need to check the garage. Wait, there's something glowing over here? Oh, maybe it's through the wall, though.
Oh, yeah, this is the garage the other side of the
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah. Because it's not blinking, meaning I'm not close enough. All right, so I guess we gotta wait another hunt, unless I'm gonna go chill in the garage. Go chill in the garage.
I presume there's only one safety closet.
I think there's multiple. There's one. Okay. There's one further that way, but I don't think there's a safe spot in the garage. I could always try to crouch.
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
First day. The ghost.
Okay. Oh. Found an egg. Okay. That's a big house.
Once
I
you
mean, it's
successfully
okay.
found all the items, the ghost will be cleansed, and you will have successfully completed a cleanse contract. You will be rewarded accordingly.
So we never captured a flawless UV photo or a flawless ghost photo, but we did cleanse the ghost.
Because we're awesome.
Because we're awesome. Once they're all picked up, you're safe.
You stood in that doorway and yelled at the ghost. You
Went to our safety
shall
closet.
not.
You shut up, pig. So, hold on. I'm reading what somebody's saying. So when you pick up all of the items, you're safe to walk around. Is that correct? There's 5 on master.
5. Oh my god.
Yeah. So if you find, so on this one, you just need to find 2 to complete it.
Just the
but
2,
if you want to be able to
yeah.
walk, right. But if you want to be able to just cruise around, 10 on master, but this says 5. Or you mean you need 10 to be able to walk around safely? So this one is to complete it. There's another number for each one of them to walk around. And like it's completely safe. So novice,
where
I guess.
Have you seen 5?
Well, there's it's 5. Okay. Oh, the artifacts. I'm looking at the number of evidence and thinking of it like the artifacts. That's the problem.
Oh, right.
It's 5 characteristics, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Cheyenne, thank you for the 9 months. Luna, thank you for the follow. That makes sense. Yeah. So you need 2 evidence for novice, 3 intermediate, 4 expert, 5 master. Yeah. Have you done the identify game? Yeah, we did. That was the first thing we did. And then they were suggesting that we give the cleanse mode a whirl. All right.
I do like that my rating on my photo is mediocre.
Oh wait, I didn't even see the photos. Hold on. So there it specifies there's writing. That's cool. And then there's your ghost photo. Mediocre. Poor distance. I like the cleanse. The cleanse seems pretty cool. It feels like there's more to do.
I didn't die taking it, so I'm pleased.
That's true. And we both came back to life. Both died, both came back to life, and we finished it. That's a win.
We are both Jon Snow.
We are both Jon Snow. All right, let's get out of here. That's a dub. Morgan, oh hey, how are ya? How's it going? My goodness, Tater, the spirit box responses are beyond creepy. There's been multiple times where that thing has spawned next to kill and not to me, which has been really, really funny. Now we can venture to the other maps. We might have to save them for another time. It's getting late. I'm sure it's late for him. What are you playing now? Is that Angry
Still
Birds?
Fortnite.
Oh,
I need to kill Noob Master 3000.
You're doing great.
Or Chiba, as you know him.
Noob Master? Is that his Fortnite name? Oh my god. Well, Mr. Kill, I'm cool with calling it there, man. I know what time it is for you.
Yeah.
We tried out both game
5.
modes. Yeah.
This is a good game.
This is rad. I can't wait to dive more into it and try it out. I can't wait to try it again.
Yeah. It has the new game scary
Solid run. It was good stuff.
feel to it, which is good.
Right. It's unnerving because you don't know, right? I think once we see more ghost models and animations and things like that, I think it'll be cool. There's that one massive like disturbance that happens in the kitchen, which is cool. It'd be really neat to see that happen in other places too.
Coach was like, "Oh, you've seen Polty Bombs, have you?"
Well, it's funny. Like Derp just said it. Like the look at me. I was hearing "look at me" at first. It didn't mean anything, but then I realized the "look at me" meant it was literally standing there next to you. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. There was a
didn't even
moment
think
we
about
were
that.
standing inside of the ghost room, and I heard the whisper, "Look at me," and it was right next to you. Helen, welcome in.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to watch the VOD back and
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah. There was a couple times I was sitting there trying to type on something and it showed up again. At no point did it show up in my face. It loved you.
Well, it was the same in Faz. People in the afterlife just seem to like me, shouting my name over the spirit
Well,
box.
as I say, well, your name, Kilo 7. All right, Mr. Kill, thank you for joining, man.
Well,
It was very
thank you
last
very
minute.
much for the invite.
Yeah, we'll definitely play again.
Excellent. Right. How do I get out of here?
He's like, what do I do? What do I press? You press the escape.
Exit, probably.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Kill.
Look out.
Bye. Oh, God, I hate your face. Hate your face. Oh, my God. Man, good stuff. That was good stuff. What the fuck? There's an update? Yes, please go follow Mr. Killiam. Mr. Killiam. Oh, that was fun. Very interesting game, dude. I can't wait to have more players involved because it's going to be extremely funny to have 4 people getting terrified over 1 or 2. There's a hotfix. Yeah, I imagine. It looked like it wasn't a big update. It was fun. I mean, I would recommend anybody give it a shot, especially if you guys are into ghost hunting games, which most of us are. Yeah. So we're definitely going to try this one again. I need to find another day soon. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We will see. YouTubes, I'm going to go ahead and end it there, friends, because we're going to raid here shortly. So I appreciate you guys for being there. Thank you. Thank you. Not tomorrow, but on Friday. Friday is going to be our first stream for St. Jude. So technically the campaign is already live now, but our first stream is going to be on Friday. So the links are in chat. Do you think you guys may play Death Watchers together too? Maybe. Yeah, Lycan. Probably all the stuffs. All players called kill will no longer be... Wait a minute. But yeah, I have milestones. It's going to be a fun month. We have a lot of stuff. We're going to play a lot of games. It's not just going to be Faz. It'll be a lot of stuff. We're definitely going to play more of the other side. All the things. Hi, Mr. Rafa. But yeah, let's go find somewhere to raid so we can get out of here. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But thank you guys for chilling with me. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Night, Phoenix. Appreciate you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to the devs. Thank you to the team for stopping in. I appreciate that so stinking much. It is a fun game. I can't wait to do it more. See a slip. Biani, thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for everything. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see where we are going to go. No, thank you. If you guys are not in the Discord, by the way, the Discord is there in case you need the schedule and updates or anything like that. The rest of the socials are there. The rest of the socials are there. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm going to take you guys over. Hold, please. Hold, please. Thank you, guys. We're going to go raid. If you are a follower, the first one's for you. Subs, the next one's for you. My creepy little tier 3s, the next one's for you. I need to remember to clear space on my C drive so that way I can move this game over, because then it'll actually perform even better. It was fine. When we were playing in the middle of the game, it was perfectly fine. It was just, I don't know why it was more laggy for me in the lobby, but it was fine right there entirely. But we are going to go say hi to Cooper. She is playing Phasmers, and we haven't been over to see her in a while. So we'll go say hi. But thank you guys for the follows. Thank you for the subs and the bits and the raids. Appreciate you. Cooper. Cooper's Charms is an awesome creator. Lovely bean. She is currently doing a goth cosplay. So there you are. There you are. Are you going to revisit this game? That'd be cool. 1,000,000% we're going to revisit this game. Yeah. 100%. What just happened? There we go. What the? I was like, what the hell? Why is it not going? There we go. Ay, ay, ay. But thank you guys again for chilling. Wednesdays, I always try to play something different. So I want to try to start adding games to my list, to my wish list, so that way I can think about them for the following weeks. Also on Mondays, I do the weekly challenge for Faz, and then after that, I've been juggling the idea of switching from Faz to something else. I'm not sure yet. Very not sure. So some days we might stick on Faz. Some days we might switch off and play something else. Yeah. Mr. Kill, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Kill, I'll DM you. And then Kill's working on something. He so kindly is working on something for me for a challenge that I want to do in Faz, because he's an amazing guy. And he's got all the skills and I know how to do nothing. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for everything. I will see you guys on Friday for our first official St. Jude stream. And, well, we'll see what happens. I guess some things are going to be dictated by how the month goes for St. Jude. So love you guys. I will see you later. Appreciate you all. Goodbye.